All right, what's going on YouTube? This is going to be kind of a interesting one. Hopefully, all of my technology is working. We're going to find out. Anyway, today it's drums. So this is not my strongest instrument, but it's going to be a good time. I was when I was connecting everything up, miking the drums and all that. I played around with some of the parts, and I could kind of play it. So I don't know. I might have to simplify it. That's what I did with the last song, and I didn't even realize it until I went to do mixing. But I played the exact same fill every time there was a fill in Screaming Silver Wings, and that was a bit silly. But it was one of those things I just wanted to, keep it totally within the bounds of like what I could actually play, and that way I didn't end up with. I don't know. I just wanted it to be something that I could play and I could actually make it through the song. So, I might have to do some of that today. This one, there are, some specifics in the parts that I have listened and paid attention to that I kind of want to hit, but if I have to simplify it a little bit, then I'm just going to go for the overall feel, and I played around with that and made it work, so I don't know. For the most part, I'm going to try not to worry about it too much, but at least at first, I do want to see if I can play the main part. So I've got this is all just tracks that I was playing around with when I was miking everything up, so they can all go away. Oops. Oh no. Hopefully my... Oh man. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Somehow I feel like it worked out maybe a little... I don't know what I was doing differently, but I feel like it worked out a little bit easier when I was streaming the drum recording for Screaming Silver Wings, because basically, for the nerds among you, I've got my recording computer set up as a VNC server, and then I'm logged into that on a laptop. And so it's a bit laggy interacting with going from the streaming software to the to Ardor. So hopefully everything hopefully everything's all right. But so I guess let me just... So I'll demonstrate. I'm going to take a listen to it before I go to record for real. But for the first part of the song anyway, it's something like, and you're going to hear my vocal mic at the moment, but it's something like, the kick pattern is this... So it's pretty busy, but not so busy that it really makes sense to use 2 feet. And not that I'm that great with 2 feet, but it's like kind of at the edge of really what my coordination level is for a busy pattern with a single foot. So, it was a little bit tricky, and then, keeping the right hand. So it's like this. Anyway, but that's basically what the part is for like the first half of the song. So what I want to do is actually just listen to the original recording, and we'll kind of take it from there. Also, just because of the way things are, the technology setup, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to keep up with comments if people jump in here. So just be patient, and I'll get to those if and when I can. Yeah, so most of that section, it's that beat that I played at the beginning. That I played poorly, but anyway, yeah, seems like it's mostly that. But then switching what is, so he goes from the hi hat to the ride, and then yeah, there were a couple places in there where it was just kind of like other cymbals and then lots of fills and stuff. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to do. When I was playing with it, just testing this stuff out, yeah, I kind of, I had issues keeping up the kick pattern to be like that busy. So what I ended up doing was more of like a, something, that didn't sound very good, but anyway, something like that where there was more sparse with the kick pedal, and I may have to do that. But at the very first, anyway, maybe up through the first like guitar solo or something. So there's the guitar solo at the beginning, and then there's kind of a melodic thing after that. So maybe up through the first guitar solo, but at some point, or for some while, I would like to keep up the original part as true to form, because I think it's cool to have the kick doing basically exactly what the rhythm guitar is doing. Gives it a really punchy feel, and that's cool. So I guess that would be ideal. But yeah. So I think. Oh yeah, and then the beginning, starts with this like cool like. Which I had a hard time with just then, and the other day when I was trying to make sense of the part, had a tricky. It was tricky for me to transition to going into that beat, so I think I'm going to practice that. I'll do that before I actually start recording anything. Maybe I should actually do it with the music. That would probably help. Yeah, that one's hard for me. So yeah, it may come down to the two options being I just woodshed this part for the next hour, or I say I'm gonna play what I can actually play and move on. And I feel like that's actually going to be the better option, because even if I woodshed, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could do it, but I feel like it's going to take a couple of days of woodshedding if I want to do that, just because I'm not particularly skilled here. So, let's see. I want to hear back what I'm actually doing, so I'm going to record a little bit and see if it sounds even remotely okay. Also, I kind of wondered if I could get away with actually just talking into the drum mics themselves, but I'm not sure if I would actually be heard. So I think probably the best thing to do, I can come in here. So now if you're hearing my voice, it's just through the drum mics. So here we go. Just remembered as I was playing that when I listened to it, I was like, oh, he's not actually doing two snare hits. I don't know if you were able to hear what I was saying at all. But for whatever reason, what was I saying? Let's see. Yeah, not playing both snare hits, or not playing the 2 snare hits that I was doing. And then I don't remember. It's still just, it's bad after the after that fill coming in. Yeah. Sorry. Like I said, there's a bunch of lag between me and the computer because. So ideally, or well, I don't know. I feel like it's ideal. I would use. I can't think of what it's called, but with the X display server, you can launch a program. Just the graphical side on the on your client computer, and then the host computer can run like the actual back end of the software. And I would prefer to do that, but then making that work with the audio and the and OBS and stuff. I'm not really sure how to get all that together, and I didn't take the time to even really try. So that would be preferable in terms of dealing with the program, because I'm looking at a window of my computer screen as a whole, and then so everything's small and laggy. So my apologies. Anyway, yeah, let me mute this mic again, and I'm gonna play that and try to. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. So when I come out of that fill, I keep meaning to immediately go to like basically open hi-hat. I've got my hats like, I mean, I'm totally off of it right now, and they're still pretty close together because that's what I wanted for this song. But like, I want that sound, and just out of habit, I keep doing the closed hat thing. So I need to remember not to close the hats, and then for whatever reason, my right hand is just like stupid, wanting to like I need to get on that pattern as soon as I do the chugga chugga chugga. So, okay, goals. Did I even? Right, muting the mic now. Yeah, just realized my mic was muted, so my bad. That's probably going to be a theme. Anyway, I was just saying, my left hand just wants to keep playing the snare, and I think on that part before I switch to the ride, it would actually sound cool. But yeah, let's hear this intro. I don't even remember how that sounded. Well, it's not great, but actually I think that is a slight improvement over the first time I did it. So, cool. If I get that down, I mean, absolute worst case scenario, if I get that down and I can move on to the rest of the song, I can just do, whatever 6/8 feel, and I'll make it through even if it's not exactly right. But yeah, in the meantime, want to keep trying to actually. So some of that actually felt pretty good, but the my right hand kept doing some, I don't know, just keep getting off, like slow down and speed up when it's supposed to be just this, eighth note. Or, well, I guess it depends on how you feel, but yeah, in 6/8. Wow, yeah, the comments are going to be hard to read. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Lonnie. Thanks for joining me. You're gonna intimidate me here. Lonnie's a much better drummer than I am, and he wrote the part. Yeah. So the problem is that I'm just not very good. So this whole thing is really just for the fun of it. So yeah, well, I appreciate the confidence. Yeah, when I was playing it slow, I mean, I was I was probably 20 dB slower than what well, maybe not that much, but some of that felt good. And then at the end of it, when I was like trying to do more fancy things, then my right hand just got stupid, and I lost track of what I was even doing. So, but I'm gonna go back and workshop the intro at least. I want to nail the intro. If I can at least get that beat all the way up until like the bass guitar comes in with the stereo rhythm guitar. If I can at least do that, I want to get that much. I would like to get up until the first solo. So yeah, let me mute my vocal mic again so I don't blast you out. Oh man, got fancy at the end and screwed it up. But that was actually starting to feel okay. So clearly what the answer is that I need to go back and re-record the entire song at whatever speed that was. Try it with double notes on the hi-hat. Yeah. Huh. Maybe. I don't know. You might be underestimating exactly how bad of a drummer I am. Okay, but yeah, that actually gave me hope. So I'm gonna play like that again, slow, once more, and then I'm gonna try playing along with the record. Oh, what's up? No, what you were doing was good. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Also, I have no idea how delayed the video is, so it might look really weird, but it's just gonna be the way that it is. Okay, I'll mute my mic again so I don't blast you out. Well, I don't know if you heard any of that, but anyway, I was just saying that the more comfortable I get with it, the more I'm going to naturally just like want to throw in a bunch of random fills and stuff. And then inevitably I'm going to mess up. So that's why, even though it wasn't intentional, when I was doing Screaming Silver Wings, excuse me, all of the drum fills ended up being the same thing, because I was like basically just trying to play it safe and listening back. Like, well, especially when I was like editing the thing, I was like, man, every single fill's the same thing. That's really boring. I don't want to do that again. It's not that it sounds bad. It's just, you know, not ideal. Let's see. Lonnie says video and audio are synced pretty good. Awesome. Oh, cool. Well, you probably didn't miss much, to be honest. So, yeah. But it's maybe starting to get a little bit more under control. We'll see if I totally like burn out my leg stamina before I actually have the part down. It'd be super cool. Kind of my goal for the week. Like, I don't think I can play the whole song tonight. I don't think I'll end up having time. But kind of my goal is if I could make it through the first half, that would be awesome. If I can't make it through the first half, I would like to make it through at least half of the first half. Although, you know, coming back to it, especially if I wait a week, maybe I might have to do another stream sooner than that, because just to make sure nothing gets moved or whatever. It's annoying recording drums and then, you know, trying to punch in and stuff. So Yeah. Anyway, gonna practice that once more because it did start to feel a little better, even though it was still not fast enough. And then I will try playing along with the track, so can gauge my progress a bit. Okay, that last bit at the end was just a mental break. All right, I'm going to try playing along with the track, and I'm going to record it so I can listen to it back, and hopefully I have improved at least a little. Okay, once again, muting my mic. Yeah, for for about 2 measures, that was okay. Let's take a listen. Yeah, those were the 2 measures I was talking about. I guess a little more than that. But yeah, so basically I ruined it when I went for the fill, which is kind of what I expected. But at least I've worked up to almost being able to play it at this tempo. I feel like that's a good sign. And the intro wasn't quite as catastrophic of a failure as it was the first time. So making progress. I'm just, for some reason, my right hand doesn't want to get from the cymbal to, maybe I should hit this cymbal, or wait, no, what am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see. Lonnie says, once you get used to playing in 6/8, or however you want to notate it, you got it in the bag. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. The problem, I don't know at what point you got on, but what I was saying, like at the very beginning of the stream, was that my single foot, I mean, not that I'm like amazing at, you know, like double kick stuff, but my single foot busyness level is basically at its max in this song doing the pattern that you wrote. And so when I was playing, like when I mic'd up the drum kit and was just like checking levels and stuff and playing along with that beat, I played a significantly simpler 6/8 feel thing. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it'll totally work if it comes to it. I could just do that, and I could make the drum part a bit busier just by doing stuff with the hands. And if I keep the foot simpler, then I won't fail as badly if I do more interesting fills and that sort of thing. But with the song having such a emphasis on the like really heavily distorted chugginess in the guitar, it's like you know, yeah, it's bowing to convention, but it's like it really needs that matching kick for all of those beats. But yeah, if you didn't hear me say it before, I'm at least like I want to play the beat as close as I can through, ideally through the first solo, maybe even longer, because like the part changes a bit. You know, you do the double kick stuff there for a little bit, and it does kind of like the feel of the song opens up a little more, because like at the beginning it's like really tight and chunky, and then it goes into more of like a swaying sort of 6/8 feel. Let's see. Have you considered using your voiceover mic as a room mic? Yes. So the thing is, I have a lot of gear, and I have enough gear that I could run a set of room mics. I mean, basically the answer is yes. I'm not sure that this is the right spot for it, though, is the problem. And so if I put it in a place where it's good for the drums, then I don't have it for my voice. And I don't know if you can hear me through just through the drum overheads or whatever, but it's nice to have for the purpose of the stream. But I would, like, even considering that, I would still like to have a room mic. It's just that I have a couple of ADAT expansion units, so I could get you know, like 24 channels or whatever in. But right now I only have 8 in because I don't have any of those connected, and it's kind of a pain to get set up on the computer and stuff. So I haven't done it. I've actually done it with this laptop, going straight into this laptop that I'm working off of now. But this is, like I said, only a VNC client, and I'm logged into the desktop where my sound card is and where all the audio is going. So anyway, basically I just, like, it's already complicated enough of a setup that I neither had time nor the will to get that working. But yes, ideally I would have room mics. The only thing is, like, I mean, this room is a pretty decent size for like a, you know, just a regular house room. What's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. Anyway, but it's not a very big room in studio terms. And so when I have messed around with room mics, I haven't gotten the most amazing results, but I'm also not like an amazing audio engineer. So there's plenty of experimentation left for me to do. It's just I'm gonna need a scenario and a project where that makes more sense to do. But you know, it'd be interesting to try one like on the far side of the room or something. But there's like, you know, there's kind of nowhere you can go that isn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe the reflections are a good thing for a room mic because you kind of want it to be a bit live. But let's see. What did you say? Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm pleased with the progress that I'm making so far. So I want to keep that up. I'm going to mute the vocal mic again, and I think I'm going to play the part again, just unaccompanied a few times, and kind of practice it at a slower speed. And then I'll try it again. it's gonna wear out my right leg. I don't have I don't have much endurance. Okay, here we go. That was kind of funny. I was like really making an effort to listen to what it was that I was playing and not let my hands just kind of, or if my hands are just going to do whatever, I at least want to know what that is after the fact. And it was like, oh, yeah, what am I playing here? And wasn't quite right, obviously. Because my right hand, like, doing that kind of thing. Okay, that was. Oh, the vocal mic was on the whole time. I'm sure that sounded great. My thigh is like starting to feel it. Let's see. Lonnie says, have you... Oh, no, I already read that. Okay. Man, I kind of need a break. I think what I'm going to do is just... one, to give myself a break, and two, to just practice playing in the right tempo. I'm just going to play whatever 6/8 feel I can keep up, and then I'll come back to drilling those parts again. Oh, I should make sure my mic is muted. See, the thing is, like, I mean, that wasn't perfect, but I could do something like that. And, you know, I could basically just go for it now, and probably in the next, like, 15 minutes, I could get something that would work. But like I said, I really want to nail the at least the beginning. Hey, Levi. How's it going? I'm getting short of breath. I'm out of shape. Need to play drums more. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Not sure how much you've heard so far. It went from being a complete disaster to at least I can almost play the part sometimes. So, you know, we're on an upward trend here. But just for fun, I'm gonna take a listen to that and give myself a chance to cool down. It's pretty rough at the beginning. Maybe should have let that ring out. Could have saved maybe some of that. It's a little bit difficult to tell. Like, these headphones are great for drumming because they've got like a lot of insulation or whatever. So, they've got like hearing protection type insulation in there. But they don't sound very good. So it's a little bit difficult to judge exactly how good any of this sounds. But I kind of want to keep that, actually, because this section in here, I thought had some cool ideas in it, even if they weren't like executed exactly right. Well, on second thought, maybe it's not quite as cool as I thought it was, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep it anyway, and then I can reference that. There was something, I don't know. It seemed at the time that I played it, it seemed like it was a really cool like accent or whatever. But then listening to it now, the problem is like that part of the song. Well, earlier I described it as like opening up. Like the focus of what is happening is less on this like tight rhythmic thing, and that's awesome. The problem is that like the rhythm that I played did that, but then it was like, well, now I'm kind of in doing whatever I was doing that was less related to the guitar. Now I'm accenting notes that the guitar isn't necessarily playing. So it's like, is it complementary or is it fighting it? I don't know. Is anyone going to pay attention to that? Probably not. But that is the burden of being a musician. So, okay. Well, that was a good break anyway. So, awesome. I'm going to go back to the intro, and I think maybe. Oh man, I've already been going for an hour. So yeah, I think I need to kind of rein in my goals a little bit. I would like to. Let's see. Through like, yeah, if I can really get the intro down, like coming out of that fill into the beat, if I can get to where I can play that well, and I can play, the first several measures of the song that have the mono rhythm guitar track, that might be a good goal. And just have to come back to it later. And maybe I can even come back to this tomorrow so that there's not as much of a chance of my mics or drums getting severely changed and like, out of tune or the mic placement bumped or something. I do not want that to happen. I don't want to have to go back and record a bunch of stuff after I finally get it. So, yeah, gonna work on the intro. Before I jump into trying to record it, though, I'm just gonna play it a few times by myself with the mic muted. was trying to gradually introduce more interesting fills so that like I can get used to that. And I got greedy, so I got punished. Okay, gonna mute the mic again, and yeah, gonna go and record the intro after. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it a couple times and then record the intro, and then I'll check for comments or whatever after that. Oh, my vocal mic was off. I don't know if you could hear all that. Anyway, basically, I'm running out of time because it's getting late in my time zone. So, yeah, I'm going to have to quit pretty soon. But I've got a few more minutes that I can still play. So I'm going to keep trying to basically to get comfortable enough with that going from the fill into the part, that I can play that. And if I could do that, then I don't know. Well, I'm not going to set any lofty goals for myself. I'm just going to practice that, and I will do whatever I'm able to do. So here we go. I don't know if that sounded as good as it felt, but I got a little excited, and I was like, I should keep going. So anyway, I think I got the intro. So listen back to it and see how far I am. Yeah, easily the best time I've played that. Easily the best. If I want to nitpick, I may not keep that, but huge improvement over what I was doing at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I got a little after doing that fill, I was like, oh, I'm still playing. Kind of surprised myself, and then it took me out of the moment. So yeah, that's probably a good one to end on. But I like to beat a dead horse, so yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do it a couple more times just because I'm already here. Hey, Randy, just saw your comment. I have a really convoluted streaming setup at the moment, so I can't see the comments until I page over to them. So anyway, yeah, it's a killer song. Definitely very metal. So this is my friend's song. This like live streaming series that I'm doing is called My Friend's Band Song. So this is Levi Maynard Synergy, and he's been in the chat. If you go to his channel, he's got a guitar playthrough of this song, and I mean you can find. Actually, the link should be in the description to his Bandcamp if you want to hear the original version of it. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna, do this a couple more times, but I really am getting to the point where I need to, for the sake of my neighbors, need to stop. Felt like the intro was good on that one. I'm definitely getting more consistent at the part. It's still just, sadly, none of them have been as good as this fluke take, so I might have to keep that for the final. But if I can get a little better at it, that would be ideal. Started getting greedy. Might be worth keeping, I don't know. I don't want to deal with a bunch of layers of tracks that I have no intent of using. But the first couple measures are pretty good compared to what else I've been able to get done tonight, so yeah. Came in late. Whoops. It's probably time to pack it in. I want to at least make it once more through that. That one was pretty decent, actually. All right, this is going to be, if I can do it one more time, that's going to be it for tonight. But, yeah. Man, I am totally losing all sense of coordination. It's obviously time to be done. I really want to do it once more. Get close, at least. Oh, I had the vocal mic on. Sorry. Probably blasting all of you guys out. Whoops. Okay. Oh. Well, thanks for the compliment, man. I am really... I enjoy playing drums, but I don't consider myself a good drummer at all. I'm just... Well, part of the reason I'm doing this is so that I can have a reason to practice and learn songs and stuff. So that I can maybe, hopefully, get a little better. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't make it very far in tracking anything that I am going to keep. But yeah, appreciate everybody who stopped by and commented. I am out of time for the night. If I can swing it, I'll try to live stream tomorrow. Like I said, I don't want to risk bumping the mics and stuff, so I would like to get this done as soon as possible. And I also don't want to wait an entire week before practicing again. And if I'm going to be practicing it, then I might as well be trying to record it if I can do that. So I might as well stream it. So yeah, uncharacteristically for me, I will try to do more streams through the week if possible. So maybe tomorrow and maybe Thursday. And then probably Saturday would be the next time that I could actually do it. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that if I can get past the part that I really want to nail, like as close to the original recording as possible, I think it will go reasonably well, the rest of the song. And the second half of the song, after the place where I stopped just then, I feel like it's a little less important to be exactly on. Take these off, man. Squeezing my head. Anyway, I feel like it's a little less important to be exactly on the same beat and stuff, because well, for one thing, the drums are most definitely not the focus of that section, and there's a whole lot going on. Also, yeah, I don't know. Last week when I was playing the keyboards and stuff, I didn't realize there's the keyboard part at the end that I played, and actually, yeah, let me play that for you guys, because after the stream ended, I had to re-record the parts since I was having so many issues with the audio. And so I re-recorded that, and then I played with the panning and stuff so I recorded a bunch more tracks. I can't remember. I think I only did 2 layers on stream, so I recorded another 1 or 2. And anyway, I think it sounds pretty cool. So I've got them like panning and on automation. I don't know. Yeah, you can see that. My face might be in the way, but anyway, I've got automation on the panning, and I think that sounds pretty good. So here is that section. So yeah, that's what I did following last week's stream. But then after I got done with that, I realized that there's actually, and neither Levi or Lonnie pointed this out to me, so you guys were just too polite, I guess. But neither of you guys pointed out that there's actually another part that's like going on while the solo is happening. I don't know if it's exactly the same part. I didn't listen to it that closely. I just noticed that it was there, and it was like, okay, I got to make a mental note of that and then come back to it. So I may not end up recording that until I'm done with the drums and I'm working on the mixing phase. So either that will happen and I will do it on stream, or I will do it sometime not streaming, and then whenever it is that I finish with the drums, I'll just start the mixing phase without worrying about covering that on camera. Anyway, I missed some comments in here. Let's see. Oh, learning guitar right now? Nice. Yeah, so guitar is my main instrument. If you check out my channel, I'm sure you'll see that, because, like, I mean, I don't really do drums on any of my videos except for the first song in this series that I did, which is Transylvania's Screaming Silver Wings. So if you look that up on my channel, you'll see that, and it's comparatively a much simpler part that I ended up playing. Not like the actual band has a good drummer, and he sounds good. I ended up playing the same fill over and over again just for consistency, and actually didn't even realize I was playing exactly the same fill until I went to mix it, and then it was like, man. So I'm hoping to be a little more expressive on this song, even if it is a little less perfect maybe. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I will try to stream tomorrow. If you don't see me, then I wasn't able to do it. And check back, I guess, Thursday and potentially Saturday, and maybe I can do it on one of those 3 days. If you want to come hang out, that's cool. It'll be sometime early evening, and yeah, that'll be good. If not, then worst case scenario, I'll be on next Monday, because I always stream on Mondays. So yep, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.